When I first began writing publicly, it was like a mix of vulnerability and art, much like painting a picture I couldn't entirely see myself. There's a peculiar dynamic at play. I create something deeply polished and thoughtful for the world, yet the process is also profoundly personal, like adding a splash of EQ to the raw sound of my mind. The irony is not lost on me. My public expressions are carefully curated detours constructed while my internal monologue hums a different tune, balancing the public and the private. As I navigate this creative labyrinth, I've realized that my inner monologue is constantly at work, crafting intricate thoughts and emotions. Yet what I choose to release into the world often appears unrelated, a strategic detour from what truly occupies my mind. This divergence is not merely an act of concealment, but a symbiotic relationship between my internal and external dialogues. Much like a musician who works on complex harmonies in the studio while delivering catchy mainstream hits to audiences, I find solace in allowing my private thoughts to remain an intimate landscape for exploration and understanding. This balancing act is both an art and a craft. It allows me to find peace in the act of writing about something public, while my mind is engrossed in a wholly different narrative. The public sees a polished version of my thoughts, a refined output that has been mastered and mixed to perfection, while the raw, unedited tracks remain in the vault. This approach doesn't only preserve my privacy, but also adds layers of depth to my public persona, inviting others to read between the lines and engage with the subtext of my work. The art of detouring, redirecting mental traffic. What fascinates me most is how this practice of detouring can be a powerful cognitive strategy. It's like having a back-end process running complex algorithms while the customer-facing interface shows a sleek and simple design. My mental energy might be consumed with an entirely different subject, yet the output remains what I choose to project. A strategic move, not unlike a magician directing attention away from the secret of the trick. The art of detouring allows me to maintain a semblance of control over my inner narrative. It affords me the opportunity to process complex emotions and ideas privately while presenting a more accessible version to the public. This isn't to say I am being disingenuous. Rather, it is about being deliberate in what I choose to share and when. The ability to detour effectively can also enhance creativity and prevent burnout, as it encourages me to explore diverse topics without being overwhelmed by the weight of my internal monologue. Psychologists suggest that externalizing inner thoughts, even in a roundabout way, can be therapeutic. By channeling my energy into writing, music, or other creative outlets, I'm not only honing my craft, but also navigating the intricate corridors of my mind. This deliberate detour becomes a form of self-care, allowing my brain to recalibrate and find clarity amid chaos. Harnessing detours for personal growth. In practice, this approach has become a routine part of my life, a rhythm of expression that balances introspection with external engagement. Through writing, I can explore topics tangentially related to my inner musings, creating a narrative that is both engaging for an audience and reflective for myself. This method ensures that while my public output may seem disconnected from my internal focus, it remains a genuine extension of my broader thought process. Interestingly, this practice has not only been a source of personal peace, but also a tool for personal growth. By acknowledging the dual nature of my thoughts, what is kept inside versus what is shared, I have developed a heightened sense of self-awareness. This awareness allows me to navigate life's complexities with a more nuanced understanding of my motivations and desires. It cultivates a space where I can explore new ideas and insights, integrate them into my being, and emerge with a more cohesive sense of self. The act of detouring, therefore, is more than a technique. It's a journey of self-discovery. It challenges me to confront the dichotomy of my inner and outer worlds and encourages a harmonious integration of both. In doing so, it fosters resilience, adaptability, and a deeper appreciation for the vast landscape of human thought. In the end, my inner monologue is the silent architect of my reality, shaping my perceptions and guiding my actions. By mastering the art of detouring, I've learned to harness this inner dialogue, transforming it into a powerful tool for creativity and self-exploration. The beauty of this process lies in its simplicity, finding peace not in the absence of noise, but in the quiet harmony of being heard and understood. even if only by oneself.